Welcome students. This is our subject geography for standard 7th. And we have our first lesson, how seasons occur, part 1. Before I start my lesson, let us recall. As you have studied in standard 6 and standard 5, you must be knowing the terms rotation and revolution. There's a picture in front of you. You can see in this picture which planet? Earth. You can see the red arrow which is around the earth at the North Pole and the South Pole. That means the planet, any planet, let us consider Earth here. It spins around itself, and when it spins around itself, it creates an axis. You can see the axis which is created by the Earth. So the movement of the Earth around itself, or the movement of the planet around itself, is known as rotation. What it is known as? Rotation. In this picture, it has created an axis and the earth is moving around itself, spinning around itself, creating an axis. So this motion is also known as axial motion. In this picture, this is another picture to show you that the earth has created an axis in the center and the earth is rotating. The earth is in motion around itself, and while it rotates, you know the earth rotates from west to east. The next picture, you can see the yellow sun and the blue earth. As the earth is moving around itself, you can see it has created the red line which is there in the center. It's an axis of the earth and it is moving around itself. That means rotation is going on, but at the same time the earth moves around the sun. The earth is moving around the sun this way. So the movement of the earth around the sun is in a fixed path. It has its own orbit. So the movement of the earth around the sun is known as revolution. The movement of the earth around the sun is known as revolution. But as it is moving around the orbit, it is also known as orbital motion. So we know the terms now. Rotation of the earth, we know the revolution of the earth, and you know for rotation of the earth it takes 24 hours or one whole day. For revolution of the earth around the sun, it takes 365 days and 6 hours, or we can say 1 year to complete the revolution around the sun. And because of this, rotation and revolution, see, rotation of the earth and revolution of the earth around the sun, because of this you can see there are seasons which have occurred on the earth. In the picture you can see the season like summer, which is going on now here in India, then autumn, then winter, and spring. So we have to study in this lesson how these seasons occur on the earth. Before that, let us remember some points. India lies in the northeastern hemisphere. See this picture. You can see India. You can see India here. Yes. The yellow color part. Yes. Now below that you have the line, this equator. This equator. We are above the equator. We are above the equator. So we are in the northern hemisphere, but one more line divides the earth which joins the North Pole and the South Pole. The line which divides the North Pole and the South Pole. This way. That line is known as, imaginary line is known as prime meridian. So we are in the northern hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. So we are actually in the northeastern hemisphere. Our India lies in the northeastern hemisphere. See the next picture. Here you can clearly see different continents, and this is the equator. We are above the equator, and to the east, this is north eastern side. So India is in the northeastern hemisphere. In this picture you can see the rotation of the earth. The rotation of the earth, and similarly you can see the revolution of the earth around the sun, and at the same time you can see the moon revolving around the earth, rotating around itself. So moon, whether it's a satellite or a planet, they have the motions, rotation and revolution. Sun is the only star which is in the center of our solar system. Let's go ahead. The seasons, as I told you, we will have to check now how seasons occur on the earth. The two main reasons are rotation of the earth and revolution of the earth. Which are the four seasons? In this picture you can see autumn, winter, spring, summer. Autumn, winter, spring, summer. Yes, here you can see the rotation and revolution of the earth around the sun clearly. This is our India in the northeastern hemisphere. So how do day and nights occur on the earth? Yes, students, tell me, how do day and nights occur on the earth? See this picture. Day and night occur on the earth because of the earth's rotation. You can see the earth is rotating. The sun's rays are falling. The sun's rays are falling on the earth. Yes. So half part of the earth is in darkness and half is illuminated, lighted because of the rays of the sun. So because of the rotation, because our earth rotates, the day and night phenomenon occurs on the earth. It spins on its own axis as it revolves around the sun. Now tell me, what term is used to describe the revolution around of the earth around the sun? What is the another term which is described? As I told you, see, this is the orbit of the earth. Orbit So that is revolution. But I told you there is another name. It is a orbit of the earth. It moves on that orbit, on the path, fixed path. So what is the another name for earth's revolution? It is orbital motion. How long does the earth take to do so? Come on, tell me. To revolve around the sun, how long it takes for the earth? 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. In which hemisphere is our country located? Yes, check this out. Our country is located in which hemisphere? This is north, this is east, and as I told you in the previous picture also, this is the equator. Equator divides the earth into two equal parts, the north and the south. So our earth, our India is in which hemisphere? Northeastern hemisphere. Okay, now why don't the sun's rays fall perpendicularly at all places on the earth? Why they are not perpendicular? Yes, because if you see this map, you can see the earth is not flat. Earth is not flat, but it is spherical in shape. So when the earth is spherical in shape, then the rays of the sun cannot fall perpendicular to at all places. Let's see. You can see here in this, the part which is right in front of the sun, you can see perpendicular sun rays in this. But as it goes towards the pole, the rays are slanting. They go slanting. The reason is the shape of the earth is spherical. Now, I have already given you the answers for all these questions. Now, can you tell? Observe a specimen table given record entries for the month of June. Find the answers to the following questions. See this table? In this table, you can see the entries are being recorded from 19th of June till 28th June. Here, sunrise. What time in the morning the sun rises? What time in the same day at the sun sets? The difference between both, that is how many hours day and how many hours night, duration of day and night, and source of information, from where you got this information, the time and date. So you can see 19 June, 20 June, 21st June, 22nd June, sunrise 4 o'clock 43 seconds, 4.43. But see on 23rd June, 24th and 25th June, again it varies, and again it goes on and on till 28th June. Now according to this, see the sunset timing. Now when you know the sunrise and the sunset, you can see the difference. You can find out the difference. See, this is sunrise of 19th of June, sunset of 19th of June. So the day was of 16 hours and 38 minutes if you find out the difference. Then if you know the day was of 16 hours 38 minutes, subtract it from 24 hours. So the night will be of 7 hours 22 minutes. Similarly, you can go for another date, 20 June till 28 June, and Refer to the table above, this table, and state which are the longest days. Can you see from this which are the longest days? Now see the duration of 19th of June. See the duration of 19th of June, 16 hours 38 minutes. And see the duration of 22nd June, 16 hours 38 minutes. That means the longest days are from 19th June to 22nd June. 19, 20, 21 and 22. So 16 hours 38 minutes duration. Now, what difference do you notice in the duration of the nights from 19th June to 28th June? What is the difference? They keep on increasing. The duration of night, you can see this here. The duration of night has increased. First it was 7 hours 22 minutes, then 7 hours 23 minutes, then 7 hours 24 minutes here. How did you find out the duration of the night? As I told you, if you want to find the duration of the night, subtract it from 24 hours. That means 24 minus 16 hours 38 minutes. If you subtract, then you will get the duration of night. That is 7 hours 22 minutes. Now, which two dates have days and nights of the same duration? See which two dates are there? Day and night of the same duration. It won't be given here in this picture, but the dates are same duration means what? Equal 12 hours night and 12 hours day. So which are the days? Which two dates have days and nights of the same duration? March 22nd and September 23rd. They have equal duration of day and night. That means on the day, the daytime is 12 hours and the night time is 12 hours. Both. We can say these 2 days are equinox. They are equinox. Equal duration of day and night. Now, with the help of the table, you saw how the duration of the day and night changes. Do you think such a change occurs everywhere on the earth? Yes, duration of day and night changes everywhere on the earth. So, for the next session, I will give you the geographical explanation. Thank you.